Thinking back to the first sessions and the vibrational frequencies of emotions, how happiness vibrates here, and to move from sadness through happiness into joy, we need both non-resistance to our negative lower vibrations and non-attachment to our higher positive vibrations. Now, we need to learn how to translate this knowledge of non-resistance and non-attachment into our bodies to embody non-judgmentalness through body de-armoring. Some resistance is good. Fear can be healthy when it stops us from hurting ourselves. Working at and expanding the edge of our fears is normally always a good thing. Working with fear and resistance is another way for us to embrace both our high and low vibrations, as we need them all. And when we don't have any judgment or attachment to our resistance or our fears, then we can move through life mostly in love and pleasure. It's yet another paradox, not having resistance to your resistance, but when resistance is there, to use it and make it a healthy fear, make it work for you. In body de-armoring through breath, pressure and sound, we are giving the body the experience of non-judgmentalness, teaching the body to accept and how to feel safe, expand and grow in a state of surrender. When de-armoring yourself or de-armoring someone else and finding the pain, the receiver just relaxes and breathes. We breathe where the pain is, and as we fully experience the pain without resistance, attachment, or even expectation, then the pain, the energy, is free to transform. That's body de-armoring. It's the most simple thing in the world. You just find where it hurts, you press it, and you take a deep breath. With sound, and totally relaxed until it's gone. As we vibrate on a higher level with less pain in the body, we create less pain in the world and attract less pain into our lives. On the physical level, it's so simple that it's hard to believe. So generally as people, we make things more complicated to justify our existence. But whenever you can just remember how simple it is, please do. Each emotion and situation has something to teach us, a way to help us grow. So it's important that we work with the mind. Maybe we need to learn about passion, patience, self-forgiveness, or compassion. But if we transform all of our traumas and then go back to thinking and acting how we did before, then the trauma is likely to come back. So when we create alignment in our three bodies, it's really important after the session that we both change the way we breathe and actively work with our intention, and that we practice deep abdominal breathing while communicating with people, and that we learn to have balanced conversations, including our emotions and sometimes our sexuality and our power, so that we can get new emotions and traumas out of our etheric field before they settle into the cells of our body, becoming a pattern. For stopping new negative energy becoming part of us and shaping who we are, we can use the shaking and emotional release tools. A good talk, scream and cry with a friend followed by human closeness is always great. Or our orgasms in our self-pleasuring rituals, post-de-armoring self-pleasuring rituals. It's also important that we work with our positive affirmations and actively engage our life force and sexual energy to reprogram in the new vibration. To pull positive vibrations and positive energy into our bones is one of the exercises that you're learning for this. Also being able to pull the vibration up through our legs and our spine and our arms, eventually our head, giving us full mini-body orgasms without ejaculation, allowing the energy to really transform the brain so that our experience of awakened consciousness is able to truly program all three of our main bodies, bringing them into closer alignment. It's great when we can do this alone, and it should be the aim, but sometimes we need help. Sometimes we cannot feel orgasmic energy flowing through our body or in the exercises. So sometimes we will benefit from the help of someone else, and this is okay. Practicing on our own, even on days when we don't feel so much, and working on the mental understandings that support this work while learning the different ways which masculine and feminine polarities and energies flow in our bodies will always lead us to a closer, integrated and multi-orgasmic way of being. But there is no shame in failing from this and into our shadows, into our resistance, attachments and non-judgmentalness, as it's where our learnings are, and often generates the resistance and the polarization that our body needs to recreate the energy and the electricity that gives us the energy for our orgasms, that takes us back to our aligned, integrated and non-judgmental state.